I'm going to take you somewhere. So like I said, Becoming the Beast podcast, episode 9. Repeat after me. I am the beast, 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 beast. Yo, what's good, people? Jeff Logan here, Becoming the Beast podcast, episode 9. Episode 9, what up? We out here, what up? My podcast gang. They can't stop us. They couldn't stop us if they stood in front of us. Let's go, man. We out here. Episode 9. This is probably the fastest turnaround time I gave you another podcast like consecutively. We had the last one, episode 8 was 9 or 10 days ago. So I'm feeling motivated. Oh, shit. I'm feeling motivated. Like for me, it's like when I get like super motivated, because I'm already a high energy, high motivated person. And when there's like extra on top of that, it's like a Lamborghini with turbos. It's like a fucking jet with turbos added to it. It's like, yeah, it's like that. It's like that. It's like that. I feel good and I want to share this energy. Somebody needed it. Again, you here because you want to get better. You here because you're on the path of becoming better. Okay, I'll tell you firsthand, the journey is better than the goal. You're going to become more. You're going to learn more. You're going to experience more. You're going to gain more wisdom. You're going to gain more failure and more success on the journey versus the goal. When you get the goal, it's going to be like, you know what I mean? Versus like when people come up, okay, I'll whip a Ferrari around, right? I'll go to Walmart in a Ferrari. I'm buying my son his Christmas gifts, right? Someone's like, oh my God, like a Ferrari. And I'm just like, man, this was a plan. This was a vision and a plan. So for me, it's like it was supposed to happen. Granted, I have enjoyment, I have fulfillment. It brings joy that I brought something into fruition that I thought about, that I pulled something and birthed something out of my consciousness and out of my subconsciousness. That's cool, but it's like, yo, ask me about me. This is just a manifestation. This is just a representation of me, you know? Like, ask me about who I am to attain this or to, like, get this so effortlessly, like, to just whip this around. Like, forget the car. It's about the mindset that got there, you know, but whatever. So, like I said, people are driven by material things sometimes. But listen, I'm here today to talk about affirmations, right? Affirmations. And when I talk about affirmations, I'm not talking about just like, you know, you chanting something like, I'm having a good day, I'm having a good day, I'm having a good day, and you really having a shitty motherfucking day. I'm not talking about that. I'm here to show you how to vibe. I'm not here to flex on you. I'm here to show you how to vibe. And I'm here to talk to you in a language where you're going to understand. I'm not here to use big, huge words. Or if I do, I'm going to break it down for you. The whole goal is for you to leave off of this podcast. This is why so many of y'all reposting it. Like, I've never, like, the repost is crazy. Like, if you reposting this, if you rating this, if you talking about it, if you listening to it, you in here, one, becoming better. Two, you're growing it. Okay, you're growing it. I'm planting this seed, because what would this podcast be if you weren't listening right now? You know what I mean? You at the gym, you in the whip, you walking around, or you might just be meditating on it. You know, I saw one dude, he was smoking too. I don't care what you do. Do you. I'm not here to judge you. Do whatever makes you feel the best. Become your best by feeling your best on a regular basis. Okay, so we're here to talk about affirmations today. We're 3 minutes in talking about affirmations. Listen, so what is an affirmation? Okay, it's the act of affirming. I personally don't like defining things with the word in it, but whatever. It's the act of affirming, or emotional support or encouragement, right? You have to affirm this. And how do you normally do that? You do that with words, but you have to realize that this universe is a vibratory, frequency-based place, okay? But these words can lead you to the vibe. The words can lead you to the vibe and can lead you somewhere. But the only catch is you have to believe what you're saying. So at the end of this, I'm going to give you a list of really strong affirmations, and I'm going to do a repeat after me. That's why this is going to be called repeat after me, okay? You're going to repeat after me at the end of this. I'm going to give you the affirmation at the end. Rock with me to the end. I'm taking you somewhere. Rock with me to the end. Follow me. I'm going somewhere. I'm leading you somewhere. You know what I mean? How do affirmations help me personally? Personally, they help me reprogram my subconscious, okay? They help me condition myself, right? They help me create the reality that I'm living in right now. And I've done stuff that to normal people who don't create like us, who aren't creators, who don't believe in a bigger reality or a bigger, better place, you know, for themselves, who they think is crazy. They think what I do is crazy. Like before, like you can have verbal affirmations, you can have physical affirmations. Like I used to take my Honda. It was a regular Honda Accord. Like what is it, 1998 Honda Accord, and I would lock it. Like I would take the key, point the key at it, and tap it with my thumb. Like I was locking something with a keyless lock. It did not have keyless locks on it. You had to go up there, put the key in, and turn it to lock that thing. I do push to start now, but that's another story. That's a whole nother podcast, man. That's a whole nother podcast. But listen, so I would go to my Honda and I would just, lock it. Like I was locking my keyless entry whip. Like I was locking that foreign, Technically, Honda is a foreign, but you know what I mean? I was locking that foreign. And one time, one of my people saw me, he's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, it don't got keyless locks on it. I'm like, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm locking my Lamborghini. And at the time, he was laughing. I laughed it off with him. But deep down, I'm like, wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. And it's like, you got to affirm these things, right? Emotional support or encouragement. Get your emotions involved. And when I talk about believing in the affirmation, that's when I say get your feelings involved. Get all 5 senses involved. Why? The senses bring things to you. It helps you to believe more in the realness of it and the reality of it. Okay. Boom. I'll give you an example. Guys and girls. I got guys listening to this. I got women. I got men listening to this. I got women listening to this. So look, if you're having sex, right? And you close your eyes, boom, you get pleasure. You have an orgasm. If you're masturbating, close your eyes, boom, you're getting pleasure. You have an orgasm, right? So your body doesn't know if it's a person there or if it's not a person there. And one has a person and one is the absence of a person. You're the only person there in the masturbation. So it's like, when you get your senses involved, they're very, very powerful. And your body doesn't know the difference. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference. You don't necessarily have to see... think about the last family member that may have passed away in your family. Rest their soul. And their spirit is still with us. But you didn't have to see them pass in order to feel the grief, in order to feel the sadness of that. You know what I mean? So your senses can take you somewhere. Your emotions can take you somewhere, and you have to listen to them. And that's why I spoke in the last podcast, episode 8, about digesting your emotions. Let them come. Don't be scared of them. Don't run away from them. It's so easy to run away from them. Don't do that. They're taking you somewhere. But the power is to channel the energy. We talked about sexual energy last time. To take that energy and channel it and push it towards something. Okay? If I have 10 dogs and you tie them up, they probably can pull my truck. You know what I mean? So you're taking that wild energy and you're channeling it somewhere. Right? You're not just skipping over it, because if you skip over, you can't use it for your benefit. So affirmations reprogram your subconscious. And the programming of your subconscious is conditioning. So think about something you're conditioned to do. Like if you did sports, your job, they condition you, they train you. What are you conditioned to do when you wake up in the morning? How do you put your feet on the ground? Like it's something you're conditioned to do. You do it without thinking, right? So we need to do more good things without thinking. More things that get us in the direction or lead us, that step us further towards our goal. Because I'm going to stop calling it a dream. The goal is a plan. It's a vision and a plan. It's not a dream. Oh, my dream. Look how much further that's away. Look at the magnitude of a dream versus a goal. And I'll probably, mess them up and intertwine them. But just honestly, a dream versus a goal. One is concrete and one don't exist. So you can talk in terms of dreams all day and it sounds good, it feels good, but are you really walking towards that? You know what I mean? So look, if you think your words are powerful, they are. If you think your words are powerful, they are. Speaking, spelling, words. Think about spelling, a spell. Think about a witch casting a spell. It's an affirmation. It's law of attraction shit right there at its finest. Sometimes it's dramatized on television and in movies and stuff. But think about something that you've got that you attracted to yourself that was undesirable or negative, right? And you go, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, I just knew it, right? And you validate yourself. I knew it. That's law of attraction. So check this out. Your subconscious doesn't have a judgment gauge. It doesn't know what's good and what's bad. That's you. Okay? That is you. saying whether something's good or whether something's bad, whether something's desirable or whether it's undesirable. Your subconscious in this universe, in this spirit that rewards faith, is going to get you whatever you believe in, whatever you have faith in. So if you're thinking about something bad, it's going to give you whatever you're thinking about. It doesn't know if something's good or bad. It doesn't know. You know. And you make this decision whether something's desirable or whether something's undesirable. So if you know that, you better start thinking about stuff that you desire. You better start thinking in terms of stuff that you want, not in terms of what you do not want. Right? It's powerful. Your thoughts are powerful. And I promise you, with these podcasts, with everything I do, I will show you how to vibe. If it's the last thing I do, I will show you how to vibe. Okay? And speaking of vibes, the dominant vibration wins. When you get that vibe, the bad vibe, you know, like I said, you're at that gas station late night. You're like, man, there's some shady characters outside of here. Maybe I should go to a different gas station. Maybe you should. Maybe you should. If you at a party and you're looking around, it's like, I don't like this place. Get out of there immediately. Immediately. Don't even second guess it. It's telling you that for a reason. And usually we have too much going on in our mind for us to hear that. Too many bad foods, too many bad influences, too much bad things that we're digesting. And I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about what type of videos are you watching? You know? Also with affirmations, what type of songs are you singing? You'll start to guard yourself if you just look at yourself honestly. What are you singing? Are you singing about murdering somebody? Is that positive? Is that getting you towards your goal? You know what I mean? Like I had to take a real big break. Like when I did my fast this year, I fasted music. I was up at 3 a.m. just training, fasting music. I'm just there with me. It's just me, you know. It's just me there, you know. And you can find strength in being alone. Being alone makes you strong. You can find strength in that. So there's certain songs that aren't, you know, the best songs, but they make you feel good. But then you have to, like I said, really think about it. Like, do I really like this song or is it just popular? Am I saying something good? Is this a good affirmation? Like, wait, do I even have any ops? Like, are the police coming after me? Or like, am I going through a heartbreak right now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guard what goes in my ears. I guard it. I don't play because it's me. When it comes to me, I don't play. And you got to get serious about you. Because if you ain't serious about you, nobody will be serious about you. Like I said, the universe doesn't know. It doesn't care. The universe doesn't know and it doesn't care as far as what your subconscious, as far as what you're thinking. You think a bad thought, it's just like, oh, we need to get him or her that immediately. You thinking a good thought, you know, to your discretion. The universe goes, oh, we need to get him or her that immediately. So you need to start thinking, behaving, breathing, looking, digesting things in terms of positivity, in terms of moving towards your goal. The affirmation has to be really, really strong, right? So when you're saying something like today is I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say the affirmation, today is an amazing day, right? You see how I said that? I mean what I say and I believe that. Like I'm serious about what I just said. Today is a great day. You know what I mean? And that's just a simple one. So think about the affirmation. You ever seen like a SOS fire, somebody stranded on an island? You know, they make a fire so they can get seen by a passing plane or something like that. They're on an island, right? And you seen Castaway? You know what I mean? So it's like that fire is the equivalent of your affirmation. And the magnitude of the fire is how much you believe in it. So some of y'all just got these little ass fires, like a little match, like a little spark. You know, when you do the lighter and it don't light and it's just a little, you know, I have a massive inferno. You're going to see this. Come get me off this island. I'm right here. What up? Come get me. Yo, what's that? You know what I mean? So you have to emit this big flame when you affirm something, and that flame is your belief. The affirmation just gets it started. It just tells you what direction you're about to go in, right? And again, like I said, at the end of this, I'm going to give you a list of affirmations to repeat after me. When affirming, you can question yourself. And when you question yourself, it's a good thing. You're taking inventory. You're being honest with yourself. Somebody was very honest with me yesterday. I had a business meeting with a gentleman about my clothing brand, No Beast Mode. And I go, hey man, No Beast Mode, I think it should be doing way better. He said, let me see it. And we're looking at it, and he deals with big brands all day, you know, brands in the $50 million range. And I'm like, man, I think it should be in that range. What's lacking? And he goes, Become Nutrition, Logan Performance. When you model, when you act, it's all you. It looks like you. It's a reflection. He's like, this brand right now is not a reflection of you, or it's not the best reflection of you. It's like you go into a mansion, you hop out the Rari, you got, you know, $15 million in your account, but you don't got no shoes on. And like your feet are like getting scraped up on the floor, on the ground. It's like, where are your shoes at? Like, something's missing. You know what I mean? Something's missing. He's like, this brand needs to reflect you more. And he goes, look at you right now. Did you wake up and put on No Beast Mode? I said, no. He said, why? He said, you got a tattoo of it on your hands. And I was like, yeah, I got another tattoo of it. I have like 4 MBM tattoos because I believe in the mindset of no beast mode, just be a beast. And that's an affirmation too. He goes, yeah, but the clothing has to go with that. And I was like, you're right. And he's like, well, where do you want to take it? I was like, I want to cut and sew. I want to have certain fabrics. I want to have like, you know, performance fabrics. I want it to be like, you know, you could work out, you could chill out. Like, I want it to be high quality. And he was like, well, it has to be that reflection of you. So, I mean, I'm working on that. And I love people being honest with me. So that's why I said you have to be honest with yourself. And okay, for an example, got to realize that your answer is within every question that you ask. Your answer is within every question that you ask, right? So people say, how do I lose weight? And I say, it's a famous saying that I do in my Instagram live. I say, take out the how to, lose weight. The answer's in there. If you just look for it. A lot of y'all don't look for it because you're looking for something external, right? You're looking for something outside of yourself to give you the magic. That's why people say, hey, what's the best weight loss product of yours to use? I said, you got to change your mindset first, and then we'll talk about my products. Because I'm only going to help you along the journey, but you got to make the decision first. You know what I mean? I want you, like, become is an affirmation. Be lean. Be clean, be cleaner. We just shot a Be Cleaner commercial. It's about to be crazy. But that's a whole nother story. But listen, you got to question yourself, and question yourself. You're taking inventory. So when you take inventory, that next meal, that last meal that you ate, you ask yourself, is this moving me towards my goal? Almost that dream. Is this moving me towards my goal, or is this pulling me away? Is this moving me towards my goal, or is it pulling me away? This next breath that you're going to take, and you in here, so we moving towards your goals. I'm getting your mind right. Some of y'all going to get emotional on this podcast. A lot of y'all hit me, hey man, I burst out into tears. It's cool. It's cool. You know what I mean? Like I said, your emotions are taking you somewhere. Is this next breath I'm going to take, is this getting me closer to my dream, or is it pulling me away from it? Excuse me, goal. My goal. The thing that I planned for, is it putting me, propelling me towards that, or is it yanking me away from it? This is the question you have to ask with everything that you do, and you'll start to move different. You want the same thing you always got? Do the same thing you've always done. I guarantee you get the same thing. It's like clockwork. And I want you to think about this. Your thoughts are not thinking you. You're thinking them. Why did you give somebody else the wheel and get into the passenger seat of your own whip? Come on. Let's say you got your dream whip, right? You gonna let somebody else drive who don't know how to drive it? No. Same thing with your mind. My thoughts ain't thinking me. I got the wheel. This is me. This is mine. You know what I'm saying? This is me right here. This is my mind, and I'm going to think my thoughts. And if a negative thought comes in, yeah, you got to get out of here. Yeah, you're not welcome. Hey, your kind ain't welcome in here. You know what I mean? So you got to be, you got to be real strict with yourself, because the universe is going to give you whatever channel you on, whatever frequency you on. Like, I laugh because think about this. Are you on the frequency and the channel of what you desire, of what you want, of what you need? Are you on that channel? What do I mean by that? Meaning, if you're not on the channel of success, If you're hanging around people who are unsuccessful, if you're talking to them, you could take breaks from people. It don't mean that you don't love them. You could take a break from somebody. Or you could put them on a text basis. You could extend your arm if somebody grabbing all on you, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, just back up a little bit. And you could do the same thing figuratively with text and with who you're following and everything like that, right? You can distance yourself. You'll distance yourself from somebody in fear of a virus, but you won't distance yourself with somebody who's diminishing your goal. I need 12 feet. Back up. You know what I mean? So the universe gets you whatever channel you're on, right? Watch, you're going to laugh. Check this out. It's the equivalent, if you're not on that success frequency or the frequency, like I said, of the thing that you want. Like I said, you want that car, go test drive it. Who's stopping you? Who made you feel guilty for walking in the dealership with some people who make $15 an hour and they commission based, so they hungry? You walk in there with your best, you walk in there best dressed. Hey, look, man. Hey, I want to know the specs on this whip. A word? Yeah, okay, cool. Can you tell me more? Okay, what color do it come in? I didn't ask you how you're going to pay for it. Don't worry about that. Vibrate there on that channel, on that frequency, on that signal, right? If you're on the channel, frequency, and signal, and you stay on that, you're going to get it. Like I said, it's a gestationary and germination period for everything. We live in a very, very fast-paced world where it's an instant. Oh, you want some food? Put it in the microwave. You want a hamburger and fries? I'll get it to you in 2 seconds. I'll hand it to you in your car. You know what I mean? So we live in such a fast-paced world that people, they get impatient. So check this out. The universe only gets you what channel you on. It's literally like you're on the Discovery Channel and you're like complaining about there's no UFC fights on. You on the Discovery Channel, dog. You on the Food Network. You like, man, I want to see some good looking women. You know what I mean? Or you like, man, I want to see some dudes, man. You know what I mean? You on the wrong channel. So people want to talk Ferraris. You want to talk watches. You want to talk all this stuff. You on the wrong channel. How are you conditioned? And that's what we're doing with these affirmations. We're breaking the cycle of your conditioning and introducing new ideas into your mind, into your psyche. You're going to think new thoughts. The way you're going to attain new things and reach new horizons and touch new things is thinking new thoughts. How you trying to do new shit with the same thoughts? Don't piss me off. Please don't. Please don't. Don't try to justify your goals. Just imagine them freely. Move towards them. Like I said, the next breath, am I going towards my goal and dream? I told you, didn't I tell you? I said I was going to do it and I did it. Is the next breath moving you towards your goal or is it pulling you away? Also, don't show people your dream before it's ready. Don't show people your dream or goal before it's ready. And what do I mean by that? If a young mother's pregnant, is she going to eject the undeveloped fetus to show people? I don't think so. Why? Because it's not developed. It won't survive. So why are you doing that with your goal? It's the same thing. When you have your goal, are you not birthing it? Are you not nourishing it? While it's loading, while it's completing, while it's forming? So you're going to eject that out and show just to show somebody? And you got people that shoot it down. I'm not showing nobody till it's done. Hey, and when it's done, when it come out, when it's born, oh yeah, here it go, but don't get too close to it. I'm protective. Try me. You know what I mean? But like I said, with the affirmations, you're speaking the vibes. And like I said, with my podcast, I don't keep y'all here for too long. The last one, I had to get down and dirty with that. That was 58 minutes. But this one, I'm gonna do it real short and sweet because, like I said, it's meant to be listened to over and over again, right? I'm so serious. Here we go with the affirmations. Repeat after me, okay? We're gonna speak the vibe, okay? Here we go. Repeat after me. I 100% accept responsibility for my own life. And I'm giving you space in between so you can say these things out loud. With each breath, I'm moving towards my best. I love me. I believe in me. My goals are beyond possible. I am the beast. I am the beast. I forgive myself for the wrong I've done. I forgive others for the wrong they've done unto me. I focus only on what I want. I am in perfect health. Everything happens for me, not to me. I have God-given strength to handle anything. I am the perfect husband, wife, son, daughter, cousin, and friend. I am wealthy. I'm better than I think. I look better than I think. The journey's better than the goal. The journey is shaping me. I am the beast. I am the beast. I am the beast. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. I want you to leave here happy, healthy, and prosperous. I want you to come back happy, healthy, and prosperous. And I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you rocking with the podcast, rating it, sharing it. And for the most part, the biggest thing that I like about this is that you guys are going out and doing. I like action. I'm a man of action. I see women of action. I see men of action. After listening to me, I take that personal. You want to talk about influencing and influencer, I take it as a responsibility. If you're going to look at me as a role model, I'm going to show you, I'm going to take you somewhere. Let's go somewhere. Yeah. I'm going to take you somewhere. So like I said, Becoming the Beast podcast, episode 9. Repeat after me. I am the beast, 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 beast.